There's supposed to be a green mailbox that has maps. Which I think is right up there. Alright, so this is the Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens, named after a family named Dunn and a family named Lawton, and they stuck the names together. Let's, no climbing, we can do that. Here, hold this for a second.
Should have been videoing that part.
Hmm?
Should have been videoing that part.
He was videoing that part, it's running.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so quiet, everything feels so loud when you go and do it that way.
Ooh, I better just get my Sasquatch screen ready.
Here's our map. Alright, so we're looking for the dinosaurs, which are in the middle of the park. Because this area, as well as being a former sugar mill, is also a former theme park. So let's see if we can follow the path the way it goes, which is to go that direction, it looks like. It's also a wedding happening, so we'll try to avoid that as much as possible. Oh, it even identifies what the different flowers are.
That's nice.
Like this is the cone ginger. Ah, alright, quick side trip to go see the dinosaur. So the park was called Bongo Land, something along those lines. There was monkeys, and there was a monkey named Bongo, and so that's kind of where the park got its name. And here's one of the original statues, dinosaur statues, from this area's time as a theme park. Look at him, he's cool. Alright, I'm gonna need to switch. This is from the theme park days, yes. Here, you hold that while I keep talking about theme park days. And then they also pull out
Theme park days.
I don't need to be in the video though, remember?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, what's his name?
A vegetarian mammal that lived 110,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Very unlikely. Ish.
Oh, thereabouts.
Emphasis on giant.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
This would have been.
Is it built to scale?
This would have been
well, was anyone around 110,000 years ago to see?
This would have
The
been
skeletons.
pre-flood.
There we go. Yeah. So,
I don't remember that. Alright, so we're getting back on the path here to try to find all of the dinosaurs and see all the cool stuff here. Oh, and we're walking up here to the ruins of the sugar mill here in a moment. Oyster Hut. Oh yeah. So you stand between the months next to the current month, and your shadow will point at the time. Pretty accurate. Nice. So we have at the beginning here, the engine room, the cane crushers, the boiling room, and then the purgery. So thankfully it is a protected archaeological site. It's an area, so people aren't supposed to damage anything. But it's made out of coquina, which is really cool. This has been very smoothed out by touch, but it's quite coarse even still. But coquina quarries are quite common here in Florida. There's one, there's a bunch of different places you can see them. Alright, let's go take a look inside at the ruins here. So the sugar mill has had many different owners and people who have worked at it over the years. But this is the portion that has been preserved that we still have today, which is awesome because I've never seen one. There you can see that it goes underground. I'm not sure if that's intended for people or if it's for just moving things underground, but it's pretty cool. Huh, well, somebody's been up there playing. It's all dusty at the top. It's hard to see in the video, but somebody's in the dust written Florida and 321 and silly things. From a different angle. It's pretty impressive seeing the different aspects here of the boiler room. And neat to see something that's from the 1800s. It's not often we get to, especially here in Florida, and how well it's been preserved. With all the corrosion from the salt air and the humidity. It really looks pretty good. It's cool how they made it so it touches, or so it doesn't touch, but so it's very, very close, yeah. Look how huge this wood is. I mean, what is this, I don't think so, no. But still, it's huge. to imagine, I mean, it was 900 something acres altogether, almost 1,000. I won't video the fact that you just did that. Yeah, I know, and no hearing protection. This I think down here, no, because that's too new. That definitely is too new. Some of this down in here might be, but that is too modern looking. No. Yeah. I looked at Port Orange and stuff that was here. I knew there was a garden, but I didn't realize it was a, this area I knew has a special garden, but I didn't know it was a ruins. But imagine how hot it would be and how but it's just so interesting how it's still here. I mean, listening to a podcast the other day about Pompeii and how Pompeii was plowed through. The ruins of Pompeii were plowed through by farmers. There's a section of it that is still being farmed on top of. And yet, it's, we can find all the archaeological stuff, and the fact that this can still remain, it's just amazing that, so much gets destroyed and lost, but things like this, and Pompeii are cool when they're actually still in existence and you can see them. Right, so here's the outside where you can see it really well. The other side's a little, you mainly get the outside of the new structure, but here's the two chimney parts. That one there's pretty impressive. And really not that big of a building. You would think it would be a lot bigger. But it's really, really quite small. Hey, Bear. I think these are the parts where you would stoke the fires, maybe? Would this be the stoking spot, or is okay? Gotcha. This would be the areas to stoke it, and here's all the lot of bricks that have crumbled over time. Oh, you can see all the mesh that's used to hold all the concrete together. Oh, that's cool. Alright guys, see this stump? Well, if you happen to have bought pencils that were made from cedar back in about the 1920s, it is possible that your pencil was made from a stump that came from right here in Port Orange, from the cedar trees that were taken down. This metal was back that way, a little easier to see. But yeah, so that could be where your pencils came from, or if you find any in museums that are made out of cedar, it's possible that's where they're from. So this very expansive tree here has some very long limbs. Imagine if there's a hurricane, it will not do super well. Some of the ones straight up might do okay, but it is over 200 years old. I think there's a sign over here about it. It is a live oak. It is very, very pretty. Very, very big tree. So if you're in the Port Orange area, make sure to look for the Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens. So you're going to find the gardens, which is awesome. Present day idea of what plants are like here in Florida. You'll find a historic sugar mill from the 1840s-ish. And then last you will find prehistoric dinosaurs from a failed attempt at making a theme park here. So make sure to stop by and check it out.